What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Retro Reps review channel. This is going to be a little different than my normal video. I had a request on how I tie my sneakers, so I created another one, but I'm gonna also do a second sneaker of how I tie up my Travis Scott's. I had a lot of requests for this video, so I want to just show you my method when I lace up my sneakers. I like to have my shoes so that I don't have to tie them, and so I try to get the laces in such a way that they are basically just sort of a little bit of the material is sticking out of the last eye hole. I think that's the best look. So I basically get the I get the lace out of there, and I put it through this tongue, the tag on the tongue, and pull it through halfway. And so I try to even this out as much as I can. Let's see if I can even it out. And gotta probably pull this one a little more. So I think that will probably just about do it. No, that does not just about do it. This will hopefully just about do it. And there we go. They are dead on. So once you get that done, you basically are going to pull the lace through this top rope. I always put my thumb there so that the lace goes through nice and smooth, and then I do the same thing on this other one. I try to smooth the laces out as I go. They come and they get sort of folded up, and then I just put my thumb in there and pull it through the thumb to smooth it out, and usually we get it. Now you tug the tongue right in there, and again I sort of try to true up the laces at this point, and it's a little bit hard to do on camera, but they are pretty close. So I'm going to then swing the camera around, or shoot the shoe around so we can see it. So I always start on the outside, and you just basically go into that first hole, and again I put my finger and forethumb there, and I'm basically just pulling it through there so that it stays flat, because I always want the laces to be flat. That's going to be the best look for the sneaker. Then I go through with this one, sort of do the same thing, constantly pulling it flat. And then I'm going to go through on this side, and again I use my finger and thumb to make sure that it stays flat. And there we go. And then now we have the start of a sneaker. I usually pull that pretty tight, and then we're going to get one more in. So I start with this side again. You want to make sure that it's going to be flat. Pull it across, and we're going to go into that next hole. And again, I use my finger and thumb to make sure that the lace stays flat, and pull it through like that. And then again, do the same thing with this one. Keep continually straightening it out, and we get it to go into the next one. There we go. And at this point now, pull it a little tight. Now we're going to have to go through I like to put my laces through the little tongue hole, just to make the tongue sort of stay up. And we do the same thing. Just lead it through, make sure that it's staying flat, and then boom, you are on pace. So here we go. We get this to go through. Again, this is a little tricky always. Never easy. Nothing in life is ever easy. It's got to be persevering, and just pull it through. And it's going pretty good so far. So we're down to 3 more holes. Now it starts to get a little bit easier because the lace is getting shorter and shorter, way easier to manage. And sometimes we have to make an adjustment at the end. You're never really sure. And sometimes you have to adjust on foot. But what this does is it gives the shoe a nice snug fit If you don't, I don't ever tie it, obviously. This way you don't have to ever tie your sneakers, which is great. It's a really good luxury just to, it fits really well. If you size it right, wear the nice socks, you just slip it on, it's not going to fall off. Now here's the last part, which is just a little tricky. So going to start with this one, and you're going to lead it through here, and you're going to pull it through. Now, I think I'm a little light on the laces, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to have to do with that. And this one is also going to be a little short, right? So what we got to do is now we got to start pulling from up here, and we just are going to tighten them up a little by little. And we're trying to get some more slack in the laces because we need those laces long enough to go up to the top of the shoe. And so you just keep tugging, and you can see start to pull it through. And the good part about this is it just creates a tighter little feel for you, once you have it the right length, so it's just easier to slip on. And hold on a second, where's the slack? Oh, there we go. No, that's not it. It is on here. Okay, there we go. Pull that slack through, and then we're gonna pull this one tight, and we gotta pull this one a little more tight. So there we go. Now what you're gonna do is slide this through there, and you're gonna reach in and you're gonna grab it, and you are then gonna pull it through there, which is perfect. And you're gonna do the same on this side. You're gonna slide it under the tongue. Oh, it's not going through. It doesn't always cooperate. Gotta get under there. Nothing in life is easy. Hold on a second. All right. Finally got it through there. I got big hands, so for these shoes, so it's sometimes a little bit of a pain, but ultimately reach in there and we got it. So then we stick it through here. So these laces were a little short, and then what we do is I'm gonna pull this tighter. So hold on a second. Pull this tight, and we're gonna pull that one tight, and then we got a little more slack. So there you go. There is the finished product. These are gonna flatten out, and as you can see now, I'm gonna be able to, these look like they're tied, they look like they're the perfect length. You never have to deal with ever lacing these things up. They fit perfectly. It's just a great approach to tying your shoe. And this is my favorite new shoe that I just added. This is the PK 5.0 Travis Scott Velvet Brown. Take a look. It's a beautiful sneaker. Let me know if you're going to cop this. I'm going to try to go for it on the drop. But if I don't get it on the drop, I will absolutely be rocking this, because this is just as good. So I'm going to pull a zoom up to the camera so you can take one last look at this beautiful shoe. And then I'm going to you can take a look at that beautiful lace job. What do you think? Are you going to try this out? Are you going to start lacing your sneakers that way? Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you at the next episode.